ಸುಧಾ ನಿಮಿಷ ಹಿಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ ನಾನು ಟಾಯ್ಲೆಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಯಾರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ದ?
ಆನಂದಿಗೆ ಬಂದರು, ಅವನ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ ಸೀತಾರಾಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಂದ.
ನನ್ನ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಸುಧಾ ನನ್ನ ಗ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೋಡಿದೆ.
No volume here.
My God, you went to Taraku? I did. Then I see flowers in his hand.
Maniji, audio sound will be good.
Huh?
You are sitting there and holding the camera. The audio sound will be good for the Ustream people.
We tested this morning. Audio is okay.
Audio is good, sir. But you are speaking like this, right? Sound you are speaking.
Who will be speaking?
Very close to the phone. ETG will be speaking.
No, I just hold here. I will hold here. Yeah. I'll be holding from here because the microphone is here. No, this is 2 meter. 2 meter it will pick up. Srinivas, what are you doing?
Ramayana.
Message ಅನುಜಾ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಮೆಸೇಜ್ ನಂಬರ್ ವಾಟ್ಸ್ಆಪ್ ಸರಿ ಆ ನಂಬರ್ ಪ್ರಾಜಾರಮ್ಮ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸೋದರ
I've already. You can see also.
She's saying she's able to see.
ಅವರ ಸೈಟ್ ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟು
Coming, right?
Mama, hello, are you my friend? எல்லாருக்கும் கூப்பிட்டாச்சா இவர் கொஞ்சம் பார்த்துக்கோ யாராவது வந்தாங்கன்னா அங்க சுதா கட்டி ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದವಾ
ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಮ್ಮ ಆನಿ ಡಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ next week dance she's gone there
How are you? Long time.
First only the Dhyana Shloka.
जय सीताराम।
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Namo Namah Sadgurubhyo Namo Namah, Namo Namah Sadgurubhyo Namo Namah, Hare Rameti Krishneti, Nama Sankirtanam Sada, Lokakshemaya Kurvantam, Premikam Sadgurum Bhade, Shuklam Bharataram Vishnum, Sashivarnam Chaturbhujam, Prasannavadanam Dhyayet, Sarvavighnopashantayet, Dobiryukta Chaturbhihi, Spatikamanivahi, Akshamala Haste Kaikena Padmam, Chidavapi Chashukam Pustakam Chakarena, Bhasa Kundendu Shankas Patikamaniniva, Bhasa Mala गोष्पदीकृतवाराशिं मशकीकृतराक्षसं रामायणमहामाला रत्नं वन्दे अनिलात्मजं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं वाल्मीकिगिरिसम्भूता रामसागरगामिनी पुनातु भुवनं पुण्या रामायणमहानदी वामे भूमिसुता पुरश्च हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रासुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदयोः वायुवादिकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च युवरावतारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामळम् नमोऽस्तु रामाय च लक्ष्मणाय देवैकतस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो नमोऽस्तु चन्द्रार्कमरुद्गणेभ्यः जयत्यतिबलो रामो लक्ष्मणश्च महाबलः राजा जयति सुग्रीवो राघवेणाभिपालितः बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत् श्रीहरये नमः।
Jai Sitaram. We will start our regular Friday Skype class, but today is a special one. We are having it together in person because we are going to conclude Sundarakanda, the divine Sundarakanda. And so it is now about 7:15. So we will take next 1 hour as usual of every Friday. And then we will chant the Sangshepa Sundarakanda Navaratnamala and the Sangshepa Sundarakanda, and with the Mangalarati we will end our Sundarakanda celebration. So we will start with our Ramayanaslokasgp of Friday class. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Pujyaya Raghavendraya Satyadharmarataaya Cha Bhajatam Bharapavishaya Namatam Ramadhenave Suklam Bharadaram Vishnum Shashikaranam Chaturburam Prasannavanam Jaya Sarvavignopashantare Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavitashakham Vande Valmiki-kokilam Pushpati-kritavarashim Mashaki-kritarakshasam Ramayana Vande Amilatmajam Yatra Yatra Raghunatha-kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kritamastakāñjalim Bāshpāvari Paripūrnalochanam Mārutim Namata Rakṣasantakam Vahamīkigirisambhūtā Rāmasāgaragāmini Punātu Punātam Puñyā Ramayana-mahānadi Devi Saitam Suratrumatare Haime Mahamandave Madhye Pushpakamasane Mahimaye Veerasane Sustitam Agre Vācaya Chittamanjanasute Tattvam Bhumibhya Param Vyāpyantam Bharatādiviparitam Rāmam Bhaje Shamalam Namostu Rāmāya Lakshmānāya Devai Jatasya Janakātmajāye Namostu Rudrayamānilebhyo Namostu 9 months, starting from January, we have been enjoying each sarga after sarga of Sundarakanda. Last Friday, we completed up to the sarga 67, and the sarga 68 is the final concluding sarga of Sundarakanda that we will be seeing today. But before doing that, I want to give a brief recap of the entire Sundarakanda. The Sundarakanda is a pleasure. It's a pleasure to keep on thinking, pleasure to keep on doing Smarana of Sundarakanda, pleasure to keep on doing Shravana of Sundarakanda, pleasure to keep on doing Manana of Sundarakanda. So today, in the next 1 hour, we will do a brief recap of all the highlights of Sundarakanda right from Sarga 1 and all the way up to 67 and then 68 and then 68 Sarga we will see in detail, because all other Sargas we have seen in detail already. That will be our roadmap for today's next 1 hour. Sundare Sundaro Ramaha, Sundare Sundari Katha, Sundare Sundari Sita, Sundare Sundaram Manam, Sundare Sundaram Kavyam, Sundare Sundaro Kapishi, Sundare Sundaram Mantram, Sundare Kimna Sundaram. This is a great sloka about Sundarakanda. This is a great sloka about Sundarakandam from a Mahan. A Mahan by name Nagesha Bhatta, in his commentary, one of the ancient commentaries on Ramayana, Govindarajiyam is the most popular, well-known ancient commentary. This commentary is called Tilaka. Tilaka, written by Tilaka Bhushana, written by Nagesha Bhatta, Mahan Nagesha Bhatta. In that, Nagesha Bhatta starts off his commentary on Sundarakandam asking this question: Sundare, Kimna Sundaram? Why this won't be Sundaram, this Sundarakandam? Sundare, Sundaro, Ramaha. Starts with Rama, then the Katha, Sita, then the Vanam, the Kavyam, Kapihi, Hanuman, Mantram, and Sundare, Kimna Sundaram last. So Sundarakandam is a very beautiful kandam of the entire Ramayana, as given by Valmiki himself. It has Rama physically not there till the 64th Sarga. 64th Sarga only Rama physically appears in Sundarakanda, but Rama is the supreme spirit pervading the entire Sundarakanda. All the time Rama is there. Even Ravana is talking about Rama in Sundarakanda. Sita Devi and Hanuman are completely there throughout Sundarakandam. They are the main presence of Sundarakandam. And Sundarakandam is a mantram. This is what all our elders and Mahans have told us, and all of us, we are doing Parayana of Sundarakandam repeatedly, and because Sundarakandam is a mantram. Mantram, all the elders have said, if we chant the mantram, it will give us the phala. It will give us the phala. We don't have to even understand it. That is what elders and Mahans have said. Mantram is something which you chant. Even the meaning will later on come to you. But you don't have to worry whether I know the meaning or not. This is what great Mahans and elders have told us. And in Ramayanam, it is Sundarakandam which is the mantra. Sundare Sundaro Mantram, Sundare Kimna Sundaram, he is asking. Sundare Sundaro Kapihi, let us take that. That is he, Hanuman, is the very heart of Sundarakanda. The very soul of Sundarakandam is Sita Devi. The very heart of Sundarakandam is Hanuman. And the entire Sundarakandam is about that Sundara. That Sundara, that is Hanuman, and his exploits, his deeds, but with total devotion. They are not deeds of sheer physical adventure, but they are adventures and deeds in total devotion to his Lord Rama and his goddess Sita Devi. In fact, in the beginning of Sundarakandam, Hanuman has not seen Sita Devi yet. And as he is flying to locate Sita Devi and with the hope of seeing Sita Devi, for him, Sita Devi is an Aludai Nayakan Devi, my Lord's Devi. At the end of Sundarakandam, when Hanuman is reporting to Rama, En Perum Deivamaya, he says. So, in the matter of the Sundarakandam, during the course of Sundarakandam, Sita Devi has become for him, for Hanuman, from En Aludai Nayakan Devi to En Perum Deivamaya. She becomes his goddess directly, from being his God's wife. That is the power of Sita Devi and the devotion of Hanuman to both the Rama and Sita. Purandardasa sings, keeping this in mind, he sings, Sundara Murti Mukhya Prana, Banda Manege, Rama Nama Dhanige. He calls Mukhya Prana is Anjaneya. He calls Mukhya Prana Anjaneya Sundara Murti. Because he is the Sundara of Sundarakanda. Sundara Murti Mukhya Prana, Banda Manege, Rama Nama Dhanige. That is again very important for us. Yatra yatra Raghunatha Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kritamastakāñjalim Bashpavari Paripurna Lochanam Marutim Namata Raktasam Katam. Tears running in his eyes, Anjaneya will be present. That is what this sloka says. Wherever Rama Nama is being chanted, wherever Rama Kirtanam is being chanted, wherever Rama Katha is being discussed, Anjaneya will be present. That is what this sloka says. And Purandardasa takes that and says, Sundara Murti Mukhya Prana, Banda Manege. He came home. He came home, Rama Nama Dhanige, to hear the sound of Rama. Rama Nama Dhanige, Banda Manege. And how does he come? Purandardasa describes it. How does Anjaneya come into the house? Gejje Kalu, Januku, Januku, Anita, Kunita, Kunita, Aduta, Banda Manege, Rama Nama Dhanige. He says, his Gejje is Kolusu, Kolusu or Nupuram. It is making sound. Januku, Januku, it is making sound. Because he is Kunutu, he is dancing. He is dancing and coming in. That's what Purandardasa says. Gejje Kalu, Januku, Anita, Kunitu, Aduta, Banda Manege. He came home, Rama Nama Dhanige. Because the sound of Rama Nama is pulling him. He is pulling him. And Purandardasa goes on to say, Tumburu Narada Veene Barisa. Tumburu Narada Veene Barisa. Veene Barisa Sri Rama Nama Paduta Banda Manege Mukhya Prana. Sundara Murti Mukhya Prana Rama Nama Dhanige. Narada is playing his veena. Tumburu Narada. As he is playing, along with Hanuman, so it is not only Hanuman is coming, Purandardasa is giving us a picture that Hanuman is bringing Narada with him. And Narada is playing his veena and Hanuman is singing Ramana. Tumburu Narada Veene Barisa, Veene Barisita, Ramanama Paduta, Banda Manege, Sundara Murti, Mukhya Prana. So that is the way he will be coming in. As we are all, that's what we are doing. We are now talking of Rama, we are now discussing about Rama, our devotion to Rama, we are doing Arpana to him, and hearing this, Banda Manege, Sundara Murti, Mukhya Prana. The hero of Sundarakanda will be coming in, as Purandardasa says, dancing and enjoying it along with Narada and along with Narada's Kumburu sound. He is coming in. So Anjaneya is here. I think today we have here Nanganallur Anjaneya. We have Hampi Yantrodharaka Anjaneya. Physically drawn by Vyasaraja Tirtha in Hampi in the year 1440, 1460, 15th century, on the banks of Tungabhadra Nadi. And today everyone goes there and worships it as Yantrodharaka. There's an interesting story why it is called Yantrodharaka. Yantrodharaka Anjaneya. It seems he was Vyasaraja Tirtha was the Raja Guru of Krishnadeva Raya. the Hampi Vijayanagara Empire, capital of Vijayanagara Empire. And frequently he will go off from the city capital of Vijayanagara Empire, Hampi. From there for Ekanta, he will go away to the banks of Tungabhadra river for meditation, for contemplation. And for meditation, he will take a charcoal and draw Hanuman on a rock near him and then be in meditation. But the Hanuman is so mischievous that the moment he closes his eyes, he will run away. The Hanuman will run away. So Vyasaraj Tirtha will feel it immediately. This Hanuman is running away and playing. He is playing, he is not vanishing. He is running away and playing around. Okay? So again he will open his eyes, take the charcoal, draw again on the rock. The Hanuman. And again close his eyes, go into meditation, and Hanuman will run away and start playing. Then once again he opened his eyes and he said, you are a mischievous puppy. I will not allow you to run around and play. So what I will do, he said, he drew again Hanuman and drew a yantra around him and tied him in. And tied Hanuman in, and then he went into contemplation. Hanuman remained. And from that time Hanuman is remaining. Today also you go to that Tungabhadra Nadi, the bank of Tungabhadra Nadi on Hampi. That side of Tungabhadra Nadi is the old Kishkinda. The old Kishkinda. And this side is, you will see Entrodharaka. You must have gone. Entrodharaka Hanuman temple. And above that there is a Srinivasa. Lord Srinivasa temple is there. Above that. Okay. And that place is called Chakratirtha. That place. So Entrodharaka Anjaneya is there. Then the Ramadasa Anjaneya is holding Ariyanaya Hanumantanga. In this kata, Hanuman is carrying the Ariyanaya, the Simhasana of Sita Rama. So today, let us have the Anusandana, the Bhava that Hanuman is here. Hanuman is here. Purandara goes on to say very interestingly, he says, Hanumana Matave, Hariyana Matavu, Hanumana Nambida Sugriva Gedda, Hanumana Nambada Vali Bidda. That Sugriva who put faith in Hanuman, he succeeded. Gedda is succeeded. And that Vali who did not put his faith in Hanuman, Bidda means fell off. He fell. So Hanumana Nambida Sugriva Gedda, Hanumana Nambada Vali Bidda, Purandara says. This brings me to a very interesting sloka in Purattaழ்van's Atimanushastavam. Thanks to Raman here, I have been enjoying that work of Mahan Purattaழ்van. Centuries ago he has written this. In that, some 17th, there are totally about 62 slokas. 17th sloka to 33rd sloka, he goes on asking questions to Rama. And all questions are based on one simple factor. I think Mama knows this very well. Rama knows this very well. Purattaழ்van asked the question to Rama. Very innocently you said, Atmanam Manusham Manye Ramam Dasaratatmajam. Okay? I think I am a human being. I am Rama, the son of Dasaratha. This is what Rama says after in Yuddhakandam, after Ravana Vadam. And when Agni Pravesham by Sita Devi takes place, all the gods come down, led by Brahma. All the gods come down and they ask Rama, what are you doing? Don't you remember and don't you realize who you are? Don't you realize who Sita Devi is? Are you questioning her? Are you suspecting her? Don't you know you are Narayana? She is your consort. He says, Atmanam Manusham Manye Ramam Dasaratatmanam. I think I am a human being. Manye is I believe. I believe I am a human being. My name Rama, son of Dasaratha. If I am anything else, you have to tell me. Okay? This Purattaழ்van takes that and says, so innocently you put on this act and said, Atmanam Manusham Manye, I believe I am a human being. Now let me ask you question after question. Each says, you don't know where Sita is. You behaved as if you don't know where Sita is. Okay? and you are searching all over. And then on the way, you are sending Jatayu to Moksha. You know where Vaikuntha is. You don't know where Sita is. You want us to believe you? He says, that's one sloka. Like this, let us come to this sloka of Hanuman and Sugriva. There is a sloka, he says, Rama, Vali struggled to pierce through one sala tree, teak tree. You, Rama, you pierced through 7 of them. And not only pierced through 7 of them, he tested you. Sugriva tested you. He said, you pierce those 7 trees and show me that you are capable or you are stronger and competent over Vali. What you did, you pierced through 7 sala trees. As if that was not enough, you pierced through the mountain, you pierced through the patala, everything, and then the one came back and you did it effortlessly. So this is your power. This Vali can only, with lot of struggle, can pierce through only one tree. And this Sugriva is weaker than that Vali also. He is afraid of that Vali, who cannot pierce more than one tree, and you can pierce 7 trees and mountain, patala, everything. And then you are going and asking Sugriva to help you. What is this? Do you want me to believe you? That is what Arvar asks Rama. What act are you putting up? What act are you putting up? You think that you want us to believe that you want Sugriva's help? Sugriva's sahaya. Chaka mrigam sahayam mrigas yasma. He is asking. Chakayam, Chaka mrigam. That is, you are a vanara. Sugriva is a vanara. Chaka mrigam. Katam mrigayasma. How does he, sahayam katam mrigayasma. How is he going to be of help to you when he is afraid of Vali and he is weaker than Vali? And you are much stronger than Vali himself, and you want us to believe that you want this Sugriva, you went to Sugriva so that he can help you. You want us to believe this? No. As this is why Purandar Dasa, and I am connecting, as Purandar Dasa said, Sugriva had the blessing of Hanuman's guidance. And that Hanuman's guidance led Sugriva to Rama. And Jayatyati Ramo Lakshmanasya Mahabalaha Raja Jayati Sugrivo Ragavenavi Palitaha. Hanuman says, by Raja Sugriva, let him be victorious, he is well protected by Rama. This is what Hanuman says. Hanuman never misunderstands as if they are equals and Sugriva is the help for Rama. He says, Ragavenavi Palitaha Jayatyati Sugrivo. Raja Sugrivo. So, this is what Purandar Dasa says. Hanumana Nambida Sugriva Gedda. That is Hanuman, and Sundarakanda means Hanuman for us. Let us now go into Sundarakanda itself. It starts off Tato Ravana Nitayaha Sitaya Shatru Karshanaha Yesha Padamuri Nishram Charana Jite Pati. The very last sloka of the previous Kandam, Kishkinda Kandam, says Anjaneya climbed Mahendra, stood there, and Jagam Manasa Lankam, the very last sloka says, he stood there, focused his mind on Lanka, and he already went to Lanka. This is how Kishkinda Kanda ends. Jagama Manasa Lankam. And then the very first sloka of Sundarakanda is Tato Ravana Nitaya, saying that in search of Sita Devi, Anjaneya was about to take a leap towards that path of the Charanas and other celestials. This is the start. So, Sundarakanda starts with Anjaneya taking a huge leap. In fact, the very next sloka says, Dushkaram Nishpraditvanvam Karma Chikirshan Vanaraha. It is the crossing of the ocean. That 200 yojana wide ocean is a dushkaram, is an impossible task. Nishpraditvanvam is an unequal task. Nobody has done it, and nobody can do it. Also, Nishpraditvanvam Karma Chikirshan Vanaraha, that task wanting to do, this Vanara took off. This Hanuman took off. That's not Valmiki. This is Valmiki's words. He took off. Before taking off, Hanuman tells all the other Vanaras around him, he says, I will fly straight and fast like the arrow released by Rama's Dhanush. Nirmukta Sharaya. Like the arrow released by Rama's Dhanush, I will fly straight and speedily. I will go and search for Sita in Lanka. If she is not there in Lanka, I will go to the Devaloka and search for her. If I don't find her also there, I will come back, lift the entire Lanka along with Ravana and bring them to Rama. This is what he tells all the Vanaras, and then he takes off, and then on the way, we know that first Mount Mainaka. Mount Mainaka with a lot of Samudra Raja asked Mainaka to provide some refresher, a breather for Hanuman on the way, because he owes a lot to Vayu Bhagavan. Mainaka owes a lot to Vayu Bhagavan, who we don't want to go into those details now, stories now we have seen. But Samudra Raja reminds the gratitude that Mount Mainaka owes to Vayu Bhagavan, and Samudra Raja himself, he owes a gratitude to Ikshvaku Vamsam, the king Sagara. His sons only dug the earth and created the ocean. That is why it's called Sagara. And Samudra Raja says, I owe gratitude to Ikshvaku Vamsam. And this Vanara is flying on behalf of Rama, who is from the Ikshvaku Vamsam. So I owe something for both Rama and this Vanara. And you owe something to Vayu, because he saved you. And he is Vayuputra. So you come up, climb above, and then give him a break. Let him take some refreshment, let him take a break on you, and then fly again. This is what Samudra Raja says. Mainaka comes up, but Hanuman thinks it's an obstacle, so with his chest he pushes it. And the Mount Mainaka goes in. That is the power of Hanuman's chest. And Hanuman takes a huge form. The form is described by Valmiki as multi-yojanas. Long multi-yojanas, wide, all this. So he hits Mainaka with his chest, but Mainaka takes it like a mother. And then it takes a human form, stands on top of itself. Again, beautifully described by Valmiki. Atmanam Pratishtita, it says, it stands on itself. Okay? And then tells Hanuman, don't take me as an obstacle. I am your father's friend, and I owe your father gratitude. So you please take some rest here and then fly. But Hanuman, this is the management lesson for all of us. There are a lot of management experts here. Okay? Hanuman says, no, I am on a task. Until I complete my task, I should not rest. This is a lesson for all of us in our jobs. In any task we undertake, Hanuman is our role model. He says, I will not rest till I complete my task. Then he touches Mainaka, think that you have extended your hospitality to me, and then flies away. Second test comes up. Devatas, they are all watching. All the Devatas have gathered in the space. All the celestials, Maharishis, Siddhas, Charanas, Lakshas, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, all of them have gathered in space to see this extraordinary spectacle. Somebody trying to Vanara, flying over 100 yojana long or wide ocean. They have all watched and they have all gathered to watch, and he is going on Rama's task to go and see Sita Devi. So all these are extraordinary. So all of them have gathered up there, and they want to test him. So they ask Surasa, the Naga Devata, she is the queen of the Nagas. They ask Surasa, you put up a stumbling act for him. Become an obstacle for a little time. We want to test him, and we want to test how he uses his intellect and his abilities to overcome the obstacle that you put up. We want to see that. We want to see that and enjoy it. So Surasa becomes an obstacle, and Hanuman, what he does is, he uses his intellect, he grows. She says, you have to come inside. She uses very careful words. Valmiki used those words very carefully. She does not say that you come in and I will digest you. She says, you have to go inside me, and then only you can go. So the solution also she gives herself. Okay, this Hanuman is very intelligent. He grows, and suddenly shrinks, becomes very small, goes inside, comes out. And then seeks a blessing and says, see, these are all excellent values we have to learn. He seeks her blessings, and Surasa also blesses and says, I was only testing you. That too under the request of the other devatas, all the best to you. So she blesses and he goes further. And the third one is a real test. A real Rakshasi by name Simhika, she has the power to pull the shadow of anyone flying above her, and she says, she is pulling the shadow, and she says, you can't escape. So once again, Hanuman kills her. Hanuman kills her. He goes, same thing he does. He goes and then suddenly shrinks himself, goes inside her, and then pulls out her heart, and then destroys her. She falls down, and he completed all this and goes and reaches the other shore of the sea. That is how the first sarga of wonderful sarga of Sundrakandam with 210 slokas ends. But all the celestials who are watching, are they remaining quiet? No. They have been watching what this Vanara does. What is he going to do? How is he going to overcome the obstacles? And when they see all one Mainaka being misunderstood as a test and how Hanuman behaves, and then Surasa is a test created by them and how Hanuman overcomes, and then Simhika is a real unexpected test and how he overcame all that they saw. Then they praised him, they showered flowers on him and they praised him. Yasyat vetani chatvari amarendra yada tava vritir drishtir matir dakshyam sakarmasu nasidati. All of us know this sloka. They said, oh Vanarendra, yata tava, like you, whoever has these four qualities, Dhritihi, courage, determination, firmness. Drishtihi, vision, again management. Vision, strategy. Drishtihi, matihi, intellect. Dakshyam, skills, capabilities. They say, all the devatas, they say, Hanuman, like you, whoever has these four qualities, sa karmasu nasidati. Whatever task they have taken up, they don't fail. They don't fail. They praise him. He reaches and then he finds Lanka on top of Trikuta mountain in that island. By the way, I explained many times that island itself is not called Lanka. Lanka is only the city on top of the Trikuta mountain, which is one of the mountains in that island. In fact, he lands on Lamba Parvatam, another Parvatam. From when he takes off back, he takes off from Arishta, mountain Arishta. And Trikutam is another Parvatam. So there are many mountains in that Dvipam, in that island. In that island, on top of Trikuta mountain, the city is there called Lanka. That is what Ramayana is. Today the whole island we call it as Sri Lanka. So he sees the Lankapuri, then he waits for the night time to enter, and once the moon comes up, sun has gone down, he takes a very short, small form and he enters Lanka. He sees Lanka Devi, Lankini, and she says, Aham Swayameva Nagarim Lankam. Aham Nagarim Lankam Swayameva Lavangama. She says, I am Lanka myself. I am Lanka myself. You cannot cross me. You cannot go beyond me. And you should not be going around looking at this wonderful divine city. And then he says, no, I have to. And she beats him, gives him one slap. And then he uses his left hand because it's a woman. And he wants to show very less force and overcome her. With his left hand, he gives her a huge slap. She falls down. Then she realizes who he is. She says, Brahma had told me long back when he gave me this task of being the guardian, angel, guardian, devil of this city. He gave me this indication. I asked, how long I will be doing this? A natural question. Okay? How long I will be doing this job? How long? Then Brahma told me one day, one night, there will be a Vanara who will come and who will win over you. He will win over you. Then your job is complete. Not only that, that will be the beginning of the end of Lanka. Brahma has told Lankini. Lankini tells Hanuman, this is what Brahma told me. Now I know that this Rakshasa race is now going to end. You are coming in is now the beginning of the end of Lanka, end of the Rakshasa race. Then she blesses him. Go in, do whatever you want. Exact words in Valmiki Ramayana. Do whatever you want, go in, and Hanuman goes in, looks all around, searching. He searches everywhere, and then he gets tired. Tired in the sense he gets depressed, and he is not finding Devi. There's a beautiful sloka. Valmiki gives a new way of presenting. He could have simply said, Hanuman did not find Sita. But Valmiki says, he describes Sita and says that Sita Hanuman did not find. Like this, there are some 5 slokas in the Sarga 5. And one of them I will just share now. Sanatane Vatmani Sannivishtam Ramekshanatam Madanabhivishtam Bhatturmana Srimad Anupravishtam Stribhyo Arabhyascha Sada Visishtam. This is a complete description of Sita. I am saying that this Sita, Hanuman was depressed, not finding. Now we have to here enjoy the poetry and the kavitvam of Valmiki. Normally you will say that Hanuman was depressed because he did not locate Devi. Okay? Or if he knows Devi before, if he has seen Devi before, if he knows her before, then the Kavi can say that Devi whom Hanuman knows, not finding her, he is depressed. But here the Kavi is describing a Devi whom Hanuman has not seen. And Hanuman is thinking, this Devi whom I have not seen, but who is like this, I am not finding her. So what is this sloka? Beauty of this sloka, Sanatane Vatmani Sannivishtam. Ranganji goes into raptures when he describes this sloka in his Upanyasam. He describes this as Sita Devi is the very essence of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatane Vatmani Sannivishtam. Sanatane Vatmani is the eternal ancient path. Sannivishtam, one who is fully in it. So the direct translation is that Sita Devi is completely in Dharma, Sanatana Dharma. That is a literal direct translation. But the real meaning which elders have given, Ranganji enjoys explaining, is that it's not just she was in that path, but she is the very essence of that path. She is the very essence of Sanatana Dharma. Sanatane Vatmani Sannivishtam. She is well established in it, meaning she is the heart of it. She is the core of it. And this is what Vivekananda said. Vivekananda said, Sita is Sanatana Dharma. And he said, as long as the Hindus worship Sita, Sanatana Dharma will be there. This is Vivekananda's words. So Sanatane Vatmani Sannivishtam Ramekshanantam Madanabhivishtam. She is always in Rama's eyes only. Ramekshanantam Madanabhivishtam Bhatturmana Srimad Anupravishtam. She is entirely pervading her husband's heart. Anupravishtam is Upanishad word. Upanishad says that Brahman created the universe and then Pravishtam, he entered the universe. This is what Taittiriya Upanishad says. Tat Trishva Pravishtam, Brahma Pravishtam. Once he created the world, he entered into it, meaning that he pervades the world. This is what the Ishavasya Upanishad says, Ishavasyam idam sarvam. Everything here is from Brahman, pervaded by Brahman, any way you want to take, depending on which school you look at. So, Bhatturmana Srimad Anupravishtam is, she is fully pervading Rama's heart. This is an Upanishadic word Valmiki is using here. Stribhyo Arabhyascha Sada Visishtam. Among the best of the women, the very best, always. That is Sita. This Sita I have not found. Hanuman thinks to himself, and Hanuman gets depressed. And then he again starts searching all over the entire city. Then the Ravana Malige, Ravana Aranmana, then the Pushpaka Vimanam is there. He searches in Pushpaka Vimanam. Pushpaka Vimanam itself is so huge. In our Tuesday class we have been enjoying how huge is Pushpaka Vimanam. It's like a palace. Valmiki's description, if we see, it is like a palace. It is like a palace with lot of mansions inside it. Okay, so he searches all over Pushpaka Vimanam, everywhere, and Drishta Antapuram Sarvam na Sita Drishyate. Okay, he did not find Sita. Then he gets depressed. Then he tries to lift himself out of depression. That is where the famous sloka Anirvedya Shriyomulam Anirveda Parasukam Anirvedo Visatatam Sarvabhyeshu Pravartakaha. The famous sloka where he says, no, positive feeling is the real answer for everything, and for every task to succeed, you need a positive thinking. He tells himself and then lifts himself out of depression. This sloka, all people, all elders have told us, when you feel depressed, you please think Anirveda Sriyo Moolam Anirveda Paramsukam Anirvedoni Satatam Sarvarteshu Pravartakaha. You will come out of depression. That is what elders have told us. Very famous sloka. Then he thinks, let me pray again. Namostu Ramaya Lakshmanaya Devye Yatasye Jagadatmajai Namostu Rudrendra Yamanidevyo Namostu Chandrata Marutganebhyaha. He prays, he finds Ashoka. Then he goes to Ashoka. This is how the Sarga 12, 13, up to that Sundararajan. Now he goes to Ashokanam, he hides himself in the Shimshupa tree and looks for Sita Devi, and he finds her. Beautiful way Valmiki describes Hanuman's thoughts when he saw Sita Devi for the first time. Okay. Adav Suklapaksha Chandra Rekam Adav Suklapaksha Chandra Rekam Iva Amalam. He saw Adav is early days of Suklapaksha. Suklapaksha is when the moon is growing, moon is in the growth phase. Early days of Suklapaksha, it will be only a small crescent. Moon will be a small crescent. So Sita Devi looked like the crescent of moon in the early days of Suklapaksham. Adav Suklapaksham Chandra Rekam. Usually he said Reka. Chandra Rekam. Iva Amalam. Pure. Total purity. She was absolute. That is how Hanuman saw her. And then Kanban says, he goes into ecstasy. In Kanban, Hanuman goes into an ecstasy. He says, Karpe Kartado. Dharmame Kartado. Sanakan Nalvinai Karumame Kartado. Karpe Karpin Kavalo. Arumaye. This is Kamban. Kamban at that moment when Hanuman feels Dharmame Kartado. Has she been protected all the time by Dharma? Sanakan Nalvinai Karumame Kartado. All the good things of Janaka, are they the ones which protected her all these days? Karpin Kavalo, her own chastity. Has it been her guardian? Has it been her protector? Arumaye. That is, he is not able to go beyond it. He is not able to even, in his ecstasy, he is not able to express beyond it. Okay, Arumaye. And then as he is looking at Devi, she is surrounded by the Rakshasas, but she also says, Hanuman thinks that she is totally weak because of fasting, no food, and then she is dirty, and she is nishvasantim punaha. Repeatedly she is sighing repeatedly, and Hanuman sees, and then Hanuman feels so sad. My Devi, Hanuman's wife, should she be like this? At that time, but Hanuman also says, Nunam Ramam Yeva Anupashyati. This woman is thinking only of Rama. Nunam, certain. It is certain to me that Ramam Yeva Anupashyati. She is seeing only Rama again and again. Ramam Yeva Anupashyati. Ramam Anuvratam. Those slokas there you must enjoy. Sarga 15 of Sundarakanda is superb. Because that is when he sees Sita Devi for the first time. And all his emotions when he sees Sita Devi are bursting forth in sloka after sloka. He says, she is looking like Veda, which has not been studied by the particular Brahmin for a long time. Okay, unused purity. She is looking like a gem with a covering of dust over it. All these are descriptions in sloka after sloka in the Sarga 15. Hence, we will move forward. At that time, it becomes early morning, early dawn, dawn time. Ravana is woken up. All these happen in the night time. Okay? The earlier day he flew and then waited for the night time he entered. And all these are night time. Now we have come to the dawn, early dawn time. Ravana is woken up and first thing he does after waking up is to come to see Sita. He comes. He comes here and Hanuman sees Ravana for the first time. And he thinks, in fact, he admires Ravana. He admires Ravana's stages, his power, what he radiates, everything. And then he thinks to himself, if only this man was a dharmi, if only he was, how great it would be. Okay? And Valmiki says, Hanuman even covers himself more with the leaves of the tree as Ravana comes walking. Okay? He even protects himself. He has an instinctive reason to protect himself first. Okay? And then the wonderful sardas of 19, 20, 21, where Ravana talks to Sita Devi and tries to entice her, and then Sita Devi replies. The sarga 21 is Sita Devi's reply. Sita Devi takes a blade of grass, and then throws it between her and Ravana. Trinam antarata kritva. Then she spoke. This Trinam antarata kritva, that padam, that few padams together, that group of padams has sent Mahans into raptures. And Vyakhyana Chakravarti Sri Periyavachan Pillai, he has written pages and pages about this Trinam antarata kritva, explaining why she must have thrown that piece of glass, blade of glass. It's an imagination, but bhavam of a Mahan. So many Mahans have written so much about it. And he gives 21 reasons as to why she must have thrown that piece of glass. In fact, in our lectures, one particular day's lecture was only on that single word, Trinam antarata kritva, and all the 21 reasons the Periyavachan Pillai had explained. And I also watched on YouTube, thanks to Raman sending the link, one wonderful Bhagavatar giving a 1.5 hour talk in Anna Nagar a few years ago on this Trinam antarata kritva based on Periyavachan Pillai's Vyakhyana. She says, Nivartaya manomattaha, turn your mind away from me. Sita Devi says, turn your mind away from me. Ananya Raghavena aham Bhaskarena Prabhayata. Ananya Raghavena aham Bhaskarena Prabhayata. She says, I cannot be separated from Rama, just like the sun's rays cannot be separated from sun. Ananyaham Raghavena Bhaskarena Prabhayata. I cannot be separated. Turn your mind away from me. And she also says, go with Mitra Bhavam to him if you wish to live. Yadi te jivitam ichchasi, she says. Yadi te jivitam ichchasi, go to him with a Mitra Bhavena, in a friendly way. Go to him. And she is a Saranagata Vatsala, so he will accept you, she says. And also she says, Asandeshat Ramasya Tapasasya Anupalanat Na kurmi Tvam Dasagriva Basmarha Tevasa. She says, because I don't have permission from my husband, and because I want to also save my tapas and not waste it, not use it, I am not burning you to ashes. Na kurmi Tvam Dasagriva Basma. I am not burning you. I am not turning you into ashes. Even though Basmarha, even though you deserve to be turned into ashes, you deserve to be burned. Basmarha Tejasa, with my Tejas, you deserve to be burned, but na Tvam Kurmi Basma Dasagriva. In Ravana, I am not burning you. And I don't have permission from my Lord. Same thing, Kamban, he says in a different place, Devi tells Hanuman, எல்லை நீத்த உலகங்கள் எல்லாம் என் சொல்லினால் சுடுவேன், ஆனால் அது தூயவன் வில்லின் ஆற்றற்கு மாசு, தூயவன் வில்லின் ஆற்றற்கு மாசு என வீசினேன். I threw it, she says. I can burn the entire words with my word, but that will not bring glory to my husband. Whoever, that pure man, that purity, that divinity, that purity, will attract the masses. It will bring a kalagam or it will bring a dosham to his ability. People may think that Sita is not confident that Rama can kill Ravana. So she took the preemptive action. Okay? So I don't want to do that. So நான் வீட்டில் உலகங்களெல்லாம் என் சொல்லி நான் சொல்லுவேன் அது தூயவன் விருந்தின் ஆற்றற்கு மாசு என வீசினேன். I threw that option, she says. Okay? But this, she doesn't tell Ravana in Kanban, but in Valmiki she tells Ravana, Na kurmi dasagriva tvam basma, basmarha tejasa. Even though with my tejas I can burn you down to ashes, I am not doing it. Asandeshat Ramasya, because I don't have permission from, I don't have a message or I don't have permission from my husband to do so. Tapasasya anupalana. I also don't waste my tapas. I don't want to waste my tapas. So Ravana gets further angry. She tells all the Rakshasas, somehow convince her, and he goes back. Hanuman is watching all this, and at that time Devi, even though she strongly replied Ravana, she is now losing her hope. She is at the end of brink of her own unhappiness, and she decides to give up her life. Priyanna sambhavet dukkham apriya adhikam bhayam tabhyam ye vijujyante namastesham mahatmanam. She prays to all mahans, all elders, all yogis, all jnanis, and she says, I will give up my life. Now Hanuman is watching all these, then he thinks, this is the time I have to do something. Then the entire Sarga 30, Hanuman thinks. The logical process of Hanuman's mind is described by Valmiki so beautifully in this Sarga 30. Hanuman thinks, what should I do now? Should I go and be in front of her physically, or should I talk to her from where I am hidden? Number one. Number two, then he decides, if I go and stand in front of her, she may not believe me. She may think I am Ravana myself. So no, I will talk from my hidden place. Then he thinks, what language should I use? If I use Sanskrit, she may think I am Ravana. So I should use a human language. Then what shall I talk? From my hidden place using human language, what shall I talk? Then he thinks to himself, it's a beautiful word from Valmiki. When you talk about somebody whom they love, then they will be happy. So I should talk about Rama. So he decides that Rama Kirtanam he will do. So actually he sings. We must remember that entire Ramayana is a song. Ramayana is a Kirtana. And here again he tells himself, I will do Ramakatha Kirtana. So he sings Ramakatha to Devi. From there, and Raja Dasaratha Evam Bahuvidam Chintam Chintayitva Mahatapihi Samsrave Maduram Vakyam Vaidehi Vyajaharaha Raja Dasaratho Nama Kundara Vajina. He starts this way thinking everything. That is how the Sarga 31 starts. The very first sloka of Sarga 31 starts with Evam Bahuvidam Chintam. This way thinking everything, coming to a clear decision. Samshrave Maduram Vakyam, in a very honey-like voice, Vaidehi Vyajaharaha, to give her comfort and also to get her trust, he started singing Raja Dasaratho Nama Rathapindara Vajina. So he starts talking from Dasaratha, everything that happened, he sings. And he says, this Rama's wife was lost in the forest and I have located her here. Asadata Maya, Yam Asadata Maya, he says. That is how he comes and ends it. Okay? And Sita is astonished. Who is singing Ramakatha? And then who is recognizing that I am Sita? Okay? So she looks up. She sees like a dawn sun. She sees Hanuman. That's what Valmiki says. And then Hanuman jumps down and introduces himself. Aham Duta Ramasya. Aham Sandesha Ramasya Dutaha. And then he tells Devi everything that happened, how Rama was, he met Sugriva, and then he says, I am Sugriva's minister, my name is Hanuman, all this he says. As he says this, he comes a bit closer, immediately Devi starts suspecting. She thinks, oh, once again I was made a fool of, this is Ravana. And Hanuman says, no Devi, please believe me. And she says, look, I am in double mind. Something makes me feel very happy. If you are Ravana, it won't make me feel happy. But your presence is giving me happiness. At the same time, I am also worried whether you are Ravana. So I don't know which one to believe. Anyway, if you are not Ravana, then tell me about Rama's gunas. Then he tells Rama's gunas, Ramaha Kamalapatraktaha, Sarvabhuta Manoharaha, Rupadakshinya Sampannaha, Rasuto Janakatmahe. He goes on giving Rama's gunas, and this particular sloka he says, Ramaha Kamalapatrakshaha, Rama's eyes are like lotus, and Sarvabhuta Manoharaha, he makes everybody happy. He brings happiness to everybody. Rupadakshinya Sampannaha, he is endowed with his wonderful charming appearance as well as all the skills, everything. Then he says, maybe he did not cultivate all these. They are all with him from his birth. Prasuto Janakatmaje. That Prasuto is the key word. Key word there. Prasuto Janakatmaje, Janakatmaje, Sita Devi. All these are inborn in him. They are inborn in him. They are his basic swarupa. There is basic sabhava, basic swarupa. Now she believes. Valmiki says, now she decides he is no other than Hanuman. Na anyat Hanuman, Valmiki says. So now she believes him. Till now Hanuman waits. And then now he says, Ashya Devi Anguliyakam, Rama Namankitam Idam, Ashya Devi Anguliyakam. He gives Rama's ring to Devi and Vihitva Prekshamana Sa Bhattukara Vibhushanam. Beautiful padam there. Sa Prekshamana Vihitva Prekshamana Sa Bhattukara Vibhushanam. The jewel of Rama's hand. The jewel of Rama's hand, she took it from his hand. So Hanuman did not give the ring. Hanuman, he said, Kashya Devi, see, because it's a protocol, Hanuman should not give. She is upper hand, so she must take. So that is what Valmiki very beautifully explained. He said, Ramanamankikam idam Devi, Kashya Devi Anguliyakam, see Devi, Rama's ring. And Brihitva Prekshamana, Brihitva Devi took it, saw it, Prekshamana, Sa Bhattukara Vibhushanam. And she says, Samprapta Bhattaram Viva, Vaidehi Mudita Abhavat. She felt so happy as if she reached her husband. Samprapta Bhattaram Samprapta Viva, Vaidehi Mudita Abhavat. She felt so happy as if she reached. So Hanuman could have done it much earlier, but he wanted to use all technique. This again a management technique from Sundarakanda. You should not use your final big weapon immediately. You should keep using one by one all your other weapons. If you have succeeded, stop there and wait. Keep your big weapon in reserve. But if it doesn't work, finally use your weapon. Even in Ravana Yuddha, Rama does the same. He doesn't use Brahmastra. Till Maitari, Indra's charioteer, he tells Rama, why are you going on wasting your time? Why you are not using Brahmastra? Rama keeps it. Rama keeps it. He doesn't use it. Finally he uses it. Same thing, Hanuman does it. I think no wonder Yata Raja Tata Praja. Okay. So Hanuman gives the ring and she feels so happy. And she conveys a lot of inquiries to Rama and Lakshmana, Sugriva, others. She requests Hanuman to go and tell them. Hanuman says, why all this, Devi? I will carry you. I will carry you right now. Devi says, you look so small. She smiles. He says, you look so small. You are saying you will carry me. And then he says, no, Devi, this is not my real Swarupam. My Swarupam is this. He takes a Vishwarupam. Elders have said in their Upanyasam, Hanuman has Vishwarupam in Ramayana but not Rama. In Mahabharata, Krishna gives Vishwarupam, but in Ramayana, Hanuman has Vishwarupam, but Rama doesn't show any Vishwarupam. This is a very special one for Hanuman. Rama's grace makes him do Vishwarupam, and then he shows the Vishwarupam to Devi. Okay. So mainly to give her confidence that he can carry her. But she says, that is where in Kamban, she says, Ellaiyutta Ulagangal ellam sollinal solluven ஆனால் அது தூயவன் அருந்தின் ஆற்றலுக்கு மாசு என வீசினேன். This is the place where in Kamban she says that. And but she says this is not right. Here she says, let him come. Let Rama come. Let him fight with Ravana and the entire Sainya. Let him kill Ravana. Tat tasya sadrisham bhavet. It's a beautiful phrase. Devi says, that tasya sadrisham bhavet. That will be the right glory for him. That will be the one rightly fitting for him. That tasya sadrisham bhavet. Valmiki's beautiful words. Devi tells Hanuman. So Hanuman says he will do so. Then Hanuman says, you give me something which I can carry and show it to Lord. To prove that I have really seen you. Then she first says, she narrates the Kakasura Vrittanta, and there she says, look, you even could send a Brahmastra after this Kakasura, and nobody could stop that, and nobody offered protection to him. You are that powerful, but why are you ignoring me? Sita Devi gives this message through Hanuman to Rama. You are that capable, in spite of being that capable, why are you ignoring me? Why are you not paying me attention? Then she says, definitely I must have done Dushkaram in Mahati Kinchin. I must have done some very great, big, bad deed. That is why they are not, both Rama and Lakshmana, in spite of being very capable, they are not paying any attention to me. Mahati Kinchin, Dushkaram. Mahati Dushkaram, Mahans have explained that at the time of the golden deer incident, Maricha's incident, Devi used some harsh words with Lakshmana. Now she is thinking of that and saying, Dushkaram Mahati Kinchin Asti. I must have definitely committed some very bad deed. She thinks of this. And then she asks if to atone. She says, please convey my inquiries and my abhivadaya to Rama. Kausalya Lokabartaram Kausalya Sushuve Yam Manaswini. That Lokabartaram whom that Manaswini Kausalya gave birth to him offer my, she doesn't use the word Rama there. To him offer my abhivadaya. One sloka of her respect and inquiry to Rama. And then 8 slokas she conveys her inquiry to Lakshmana. Elders have connected that Dushkaram in Mahate Kinchin, that sloka, and this one to say that she is doing prayaschitam. She is doing prayaschitam because she used harsh words with Lakshmana. At that time, she is now sending, through 8 slokas, she is sending inquiry to Lakshmana. To Rama, she sends inquiry through 1 sloka. In those 8 slokas, she says, Hanuman, do you know, Matta Priyataraha Nityam Ramasya Bhata Lakshmanaha. You know, Hanuman, that Lakshmana is even dearer to my husband than me. Matta Priyataraha Nityam, always, not that someday, some particular day he looked at Lakshmana even dearer to, no, Nityam. Matta Priyataraha Nityam Bhrata Ramasya Lakshmanaha. And she also says, when Lakshmana is next to him, my lord, my husband, doesn't miss his father. This is the important essence of how Rama looked at Lakshmana in Ramayana. For that question, this is the answer. Rama looked at Lakshmana throughout because it repeats. Okay? Rama looks at Lakshmana as the personification of his father. Because in Aranyakandam, when Lakshmana built the cottage in Panchavati, Bhavagyena, Krithagyena, Dharmagyena Lakshmana. Okay, he just embraced him. Embraced Lakshmana. Bhavagyena, Krithagyena, Dharmagyena Lakshmana. With you here, I know our father has not gone anywhere. He says, Rama says. Here Devi tells Hanuman, you know Hanuman, that when Lakshmana is next to him, my Bhakta doesn't miss his father. So Lakshmana in Ramayana, what is he to Rama? Answer is very simple. He is the personification of his father. In Panchavati, why does Rama say this? Rama says, look, a father will do everything for all the children. Listen to this. Your father, think about your respective father, okay? A father will do every small thing necessary for his child without the child asking for it. Without the child asking for it. Lakshmana, you are doing that to me and Sita. When you built the cottage, you did not ask me what I want in it. But you have provided everything in the cottage what we will be needing. Okay? You are like father. That's how he says anyway. Matta priyataraha nityam Rata Ramasya Lakshmanaha. That is why Sita Devi says Lakshmana is even dearer to Rama than even me Hanuman. And she says it very proudly. It's not a complaint. She says it very proudly. Anyway, now let us move. So then she gives her Chudamani. She gives her Chudamani. Divyam Chudamanim Shubham. Padeyo Raghavaya Badav. She gave to Rama, she gave it to Hanuman. After that, Hanuman has completed all this task. He thinks next what should I do? He thinks that I should meet Ravana. And then examine everything, strengths and weaknesses of people around Ravana, everything that should be useful to my Lord. Then he takes a lot of actions to go to be taken to Ravana. So in that process he destroys the Ashokavanam, and then there are fights. Ravana sends people after people he kills, including Ravana's son Akshakumara. Then finally Indrajit comes and Indrajit ties him up with Brahmastra. And through the boon given by Brahma, Hanuman cannot be harmed by Brahmastra. And Hanuman, after giving respect to it for a short time, he can also free himself from it. That is the boon given to him. But Hanuman thinks this is the best way to be taken to Ravana. So he acts as if he is bound, continuously bound by Brahmastra. Not only that, the other Rakshasas in their stupidity, not understanding the divinity of Brahmastra, they tied him again further with a lot of threads and ropes. Brahmastra will not accept it. The moment other threads and ropes are used, immediately Brahmastra gives itself up. Immediately. Hanuman knows it. Hanuman feels it also. But still he remains tied and is taken to Ravana. And then he has a Sambhashana with Ravana, where he advises Ravana. But again, the management positioning strategy he adopts there. It's a good role model. He tells Ravana, your brother Sugriva sends you good wishes. So he positions Ravana and Sugriva on path. Then he says, you know Vali very well, because Vali has beaten Ravana. You know Vali very well. This Rama has killed Vali with one single arrow. So he positioned Vali above Ravana, positioned Rama above Vali. This is the beautiful positioning he does. Psychological. It is pure psychology. He gives a threat to Ravana. But in beautiful words, and he uses very respectable words. Bhavan. Bhavan is you address somebody elder and somebody senior with such a word. He uses that word with Ravana. But he gives a threat. And then he says, then he narrates, and Ravana is asking, who are you? And he doesn't even ask him directly. Through Pratita, his minister, he asks, and because of protocol. So Hanuman tells who he is. He talks all this Rama, Sugriva, Vali, Rama. Then about Rama, he gives the entire story. There, very diplomatically, he says, Tasya Bharya Vare Nashta. Rama's wife was lost in the forest. He doesn't say you brought her, you kidnapped her, you abducted her. Tasya Bharya Vare Nashta. Okay. Asadaya Maye Te Grihe. I saw her in your house. He comes, completely describes everything that happened. Rama meeting Sugriva, and then his being Sugriva's minister, and then Vanaras going in various directions, he having come here, and in your house I found Sita. He never directly attacks him saying that you abducted Sita, I have located her. He doesn't take this stance. Very polished, very polished. He says, Rama's wife was lost in the forest. We all went in different directions. I was sent here. I came here. While searching here, Ramada, while searching here, I saw her here. Then he says, you should give her back. He gives advice. Radiyatam, you give her back. Radiyatam Maitri, give Maitri back to Rama. Then he gives a threat. He says, do you know who is Rama? Okay. This is a very famous sloka. We have seen various occasions. Sarvan lokan samahritya sabhutan sacharacharan. Rama can destroy all the lokas along with all the jivarasis, along with everything that is moving and not moving. Sacharacharan. And then he thinks in his mind, Ravana may think, I am also capable. I am also capable of doing the same. Then he gives the next line. Punareva tata srashtum shakto ramo mahayashaha. This is a classic, a hammer hit. He says, he can destroy, Rama can destroy all the lokas, along with everything. But perhaps you may think that you can also do it. So you are equal to Rama, you may think. But Punareva tata srashtum shakto Rama. Rama has the power to recreate all of them exactly as they were. Tata srashtum. Exactly as they were. Punareva, again, he has shakto Ramo mahayashaha. This famous Rama has the power to do it. Do you? Do you have? So you are not. You are not. In my Hindu Center discussion on Vedanta, somebody asked this question: what makes Brahman different from Jivatma? Okay, especially I was discussing Visishtadvaita on that day. So they asked in Visishtadvaita, Brahman. I said Jivatma is a part of Brahman in Visishtadvaita. Jivatma is the Seshi and Sesha, and Brahman is the Seshin. Brahman is the whole and Jivatma is the part. Jivatma, Prakriti, all are parts. So somebody asked me a question. What makes Brahman Brahman and Jivatma Jivatma? What makes the difference? Okay, I gave this answer. I said Hanuman tells Ravana, Rama can destroy everything. You may think you can also destroy everything, but Rama can recreate everything as it is. You can't. You are Jivatma, he is Brahman, he is Paramatma. This is the difference. Paramatma is the creator and destructor. But Jivatma cannot. So he gives a lot of advice, threat, everything to Ravana, but Ravana says he should be killed, and Vibhishana steps in, intervenes, and Vibhishana says, no, it's not right to kill a messenger. It's not dharma. But Valmiki gives another reason, and he says that is the reason why Ravana believed in or listened to Vibhishana. Ravana did not bother about this first reason, that Duta should not be killed. Ravana says, no, he has killed a lot of our people, so I can kill him. But then Vishnu says, you love battle. Our army, they love battle, and they are ready for battle, they are itching for battle. Now, unless this man, this Havanara goes back to Rama and brings them, there won't be chance for a battle. This reason doesn't normally come out. But Valmiki highlights it beautifully, and immediately Ravana's attention was caught. Ravana said, okay, we will not kill this Vanara, and instead we will set fire on his tail. So then they dragged him and they tied old cloth all over his tail, and setting fire to the tail. Some Rakshasis ran to Sita Devi and told her. Immediately Sita Devi prayed to Agni Deva. Agni Bhagavan asked him to be kind to Yagyasti Patisissusha. Be cool to Sita Hanuman. Sita Devi prays. In fact, 3-4 slokas she prays. And then there, Hanuman thinks, what is this? They are setting fire to this tail, but it feels like ice. It feels like ice. Nothing is burning me. Then he thinks to himself, Anrishamsya Sitaya. Anrishamsya Sitaya. Tejasya Ragavasya. Mama Pitur Satyana. Mama Pitur Satyana. Na Dahati Pavakaha. Na Aham Dahati Pavakaha. Pavaka is Agni. Agni is not burning me because of Anrishamsya Vaideshya Sitaya. Sita's compassion. Due to Sita's compassion, Agni is not burning me. Tejasa Ragavasya Cha. Because of Rama's Tejas, Agni is not burning me. And Mama Pitur Satyanam. Because my father's friendship with Agni Bhagavan, he is not burning me. And not only that, Hanuman thinks to himself, Mainaka rose up from the ocean because I am Rama's Duta. That is the power of Rama. When Mainaka rises up like that, why not Agni be nice to me? Because of Rama. Because of Rama. Then he thinks to himself, what should I do now? I should burn this city. So he goes around, burns Lanka. After everything is done, then he suddenly thinks, oh my God, I did not think of Sita Devi. I did not think of Sita Devi. I have been a stupid Vanara, he tells himself. But then he sees lot of good omens around him. He thinks, if really I have done something wrong without thinking, it has a bad effect, the good omens will not be there. So there is some reason why there are good omens. Then he tells himself, how stupid I have been. That Rama's wife, how can she be caught by fire, or how can be harmed by fire? And because of her and because of Rama, fire is not even burning me. How will this fire burn Sita? And he tells himself, due to her tapas, tapasa satyavakyena, ananyatyacha bhaktari, because of her pativrata nature, because of her satyavakya, and because of her tapas, she can burn Agni. Agni sa dahete. She can burn Agni also. How will Agni touch her? How will Agni touch her? This is what Kamban uses in Yuddhakandam when she enters Agni, and Agni is burnt by Sita. By Sita's chastity, Agni is burnt. This is what Kamban says. And he quickly brings her out and gives her back to Rama, because he can't stand that burning. Agni cannot stand the burning. This is what Kamban's imagination, but out of devotion. But he takes from here, Hanuman thinks, no, with her tapas, satyavak and pativrata conduct, she can burn even Agni. Agni yaddahetu sa. After that, he thinks, let me anyway go back to her and then see her once, take leave of her, take her blessing and go. So he goes back to her, sees her and takes her blessings, and he now goes back. From there, he flies back, climbs Mount Arishtam, flies back, arrives in Mahendragiri. Angada, Jambava and all other Vanaras are waiting. They are very happy. And even as he is arriving, he is making a huge roar like noise, and they realize that he will not be roaring unless he is successful. So they understand that he is successful. So he lands there, he tells them everything. There he tells Drishta Devi, he tells them this, and then they all come to Rama. They all come to Rama, and on the way Madhuvana, they destroy Madhuvana, enjoy Madhuvana. Gadimukha goes and complains to Sugriva, but Sugriva is again very intelligent. That is what makes somebody leaders. Sugriva is very intelligent. He says, if they are destroying that Panam which is very important to me, that means they have succeeded. That means they have succeeded. So he tells Lakshmana, Lakshmana na sandeha, Drishta Devi. There is no doubt, Drishta Devi. Not only that, Nacharanya Hanuman. He says, no other than Hanuman must have seen her. That much of prediction. Okay. So and then these people come there, then Hanuman reports. Okay. He reports that the Devi is alright. He tells Drishta Devi, then Niyatam Akshatam. She is fully alright, and she is absolutely in her own virtue. And Drishta Devi, you see, Hanumat Vachanan Amrita Upamam. Valmiki says that word Drishta Devi from Hanuman's mouth, Hanumat Vachanam, was like Amritam to Rama, and Rama felt very happy. Rama felt very happy. And then he asked Hanuman, tell me everything in detail. That is where we were last week. And then this last sarga is Hanuman is completing his narration. With that, the Sundarakanda is going to come to an end. We will see this last sarga 68 now. So Hanuman is speaking to Rama. Keep that in mind. There is another beauty we have to keep in mind. Normally we will not think of it. All this is being sung by Lava and Kusa to Rama. This Sundarakanda is being sung by Lava and Kusa to Rama. Imagine Rama's emotions. How it must be. When Lava and Kusa are singing without knowing it is their mother, they are singing about, without knowing that this God who is sitting in front is their father, they are singing. But Rama knows whom they are singing about at least. Okay. and they are describing Sundarakanda completely. They are singing. Rama is listening to everything that happened there. Okay. What an emotional situation. You should keep that in mind. So Hanuman continues in Sarga 68. Okay. Rama, I was about to leave. Devi called me again. Devi called me and said, Yadiva manyase veera vasa eka aham arindama yasminschat kasminschit samrite deshe vishrantah shro gamishyasi. She said, I was about to leave Rama. At that time Devi called me and said, no, stay here for one more day, but hidden somewhere in this region, and take rest, refresh yourself, eat something. Again, elders have said, Devi's that motherhood comes out here. She realizes from the time this Vanara left from Mahendagiri yesterday, he has not eaten anything. He has not slept. He has not rested at all. Okay, that mother feeling inside Devi, it comes out here. She says, Eka aham, one day, you stay somewhere in this region. Samrita, be hidden. Vishrantaha, take rest. And she says, the thought that you are somewhere around will make me very happy. And once you leave, I will be again alone here. So, feeling that you are around somewhere here, the only friendly soul in the entire Lanka, other than Trijata. Trijata is one other friendly soul. But only connected soul to her is Bhatta. And the friend who is here. Okay, so she says, Yadiva Manyase, if you accept my word, Yadiva Manyase, if you accept my word, Veera, Vasa Yeta Aham, one day stay here. Kasminchit, somewhere, Samrite, well hidden in this Desha, and Vishrantaha, eat something and take rest. Once you leave, Dukkha Parabhutam, Dukkhatam, Dukkha Bhagini, Sloka. She says, once you leave, I have been hit by Dukkam after Dukkam, wave of Dukkha, wave of pain, wave of sorrow has been hitting me all these months. And once you go, once again it will start hitting me. So at least one more day, give me happiness and peace. Then she asks a question. Hanuman is telling Rama, okay, Devi asked me a question. She said, Hanuma, I have a doubt. I know you are capable of crossing the ocean, coming here, everything. Only 3 people can do that. Vayu Bhagavan, Garuda, and yourself. Only 3 of you can do. How will Rama come here? You have to think, Devi is thinking, how will Rama come here? How will Lakshmana come here? How will the Vanarasena come here? Okay, you have to tell me. Kim Pashyasi Samadhanam, she asks, what is your answer for this? What answer do you see? Kim Pashyasi Samadhanam. And then I gave her my answer. This is the beauty of Hanuman. Hanuman says, Devi, in Sugriva's Sainya, there is nobody who is less than me. Everybody in Sugriva's Sainya are either Tulyaha, equal to me, or Prakrishta, or higher than me. And if I can come here, what about them? They can come very easily. Nahi preshyante hi itare janaha. Nahi prakrishta preshyante hi itara janaha. For tasks, they don't send senior people, you know that. They send only others for errands like this. I have been sent here. So I am one of the lower ones. Sundaro Kapihi. This Sundara, how he puts himself down to give confidence to Devi. Okay, he has got no other agenda. The only agenda is he wants to tell Devi, everybody there is more capable than me. And if I could fly here, they cannot fly very easily. And he says, in one jump, they will all come here. In one jump, they will all come here. And Rama and Lakshmana, I will carry them. And you will see, Nivratta Vanavasam Chas Tvaya Sardam Arindamam. Abhishektam Ayodhyayam. Shikram Rakshasi Ravam. At this point, he tells Rama, I told Devi, Nivratta Vanavasam Chas Tvaya Sardam Arindamam. Abhishektam Ayodhyayam. After completing Vanavasam, Devi, along with you, Lord will have Abhisheka, Pattabhisheka, Shipram Rakshasi Raghava. You will soon see it. You will very soon. Shipram Rakshasi. You will very soon see it. Lord, this is what I told Devi. This is what I told Devi. Hanuman tells. मम पृष्ठ गतौ तौ च चंद्र सूर्यार्य उदितौ तत्सकाशं महाभागे नृसिंहौ आगमिष्य. And on my shoulders, two shoulders, Rama and Lakshmana will be there. They will come down like they will come here like Surya Chandra. They will come here like Surya Chandra. And Nivritta Vanavasam cha, that is actually the last but one sloka of Sundarakanda. Nivritta Vanavasam cha, after finishing the Vanavasam, along with you, Lord will have the Pattabhishekam, and he will soon see Shikram Rakshasi Raghavam. And finally, Hanuman tells Rama, Tato Maya Vakbihi Adina Bhashini Shivabhihi Ishtabhihi Abhiprasadita Jagama Shantim Mama Maitiratmaja Tava Api Shokena Tata Abhipidita. Hanuman tells Rama, with all my words, Devi finally received some peace. In spite of her sorrow of being away from you. Tava api shokena tata abhipidita. Even though she is still being hit by the sorrow of being away from you, but Jagama Manasa Shantim, she attained peace Mama Vakyena, with all my words. This is how Sundarakanda is. This is the very last sloka. Hanuman reporting to Rama and telling Rama, Devi finally got this. Sundarakanda is a beautiful kanda, very auspicious. Our elders have told us, very auspicious kanda, because we started with the last sloka of the earlier one where Jagama Manasam Lankam, Anjaneya, with his mind, he reached Lanka. And here he says, Jagama Manasa Shanti, Maitiri Atmaja. Sita Devi attained peace. That is how Sundarakandam comes to an end. And this he is telling Rama. No wonder Rama is very happy. Lakshmana is very happy. In fact, once Sarga earlier, when he said Drishta Devi, he had reported Niyatam Akshatam Devi, Valmiki says, Lakshmana and Sugriva looked at Hanuman with a new respect. And Rama looked at Hanuman with lot of affection and with lot of respect. This is Hanuman's greatness, and that is the greatness of Sundarakanda. Today we have concluded the Sundarakanda. Last 9 months we have been enjoying together in this Friday Skype class. So I think we pray to this Sundaramurti, Mukhyaprana, Anjaneya, and Rama, Sita, Lakshmana, Bharat, Shatrugna, Sugriva, our Gurus, Sadgurus, Acharya, all of them will pray that Sundarakanda, let it bring auspiciousness, happy events, auspicious events for all our family members, all our families everywhere spread all over the world. Let everybody be very blessed by Sundarakanda. Jai Sita Ram, Jai Hanuman. We will chant the Sankshepa Sundarakanda. Navratmala.
जानकीकान्तस्मरणं जय जय राम राम श्रीहरये नमः ततो रावणनीतायाः सीताया शत्रुकर्षणः नियेष पदमन्वेष्टुं शारणाचरिते पति यस्य श्वेतानि चत्वारि वानरेन्द्र यथा तव दृष्टिर्मतिर्दाक्ष्यं सकर्मसुनसीदति अनिर्वेदश्रियो मूलम् अनिर्वेदः परं सुखम् अनिर्वेदोऽपि सततं सर्वार्थेषु प्रवर्तकः नमोऽस्तु रामाय च लक्ष्मणाय देव्यै च तस्यै जनकात्मजायै नमोऽस्तु रुद्रेन्द्रयमानिलेभ्यो यद्यस्ति चरितं तपः यदि चास्ति एव पत्नी त्वं शीतो भव हनूमतः निवृत्तवनवासं च त्वया सार्धं हरिन्दमम् अभिषिक्तम् अयोध्यायां क्षिप्रं द्रक्ष्यसि राघवम् श्रीहरये नमः। ततो रावणनीतायाः सीताया शत्रुकर्षणः ये च पदमन्वेष्टुं चारणाचरिते पथि यथा राघवनिर्मुक्तः शरस्वशरविक्रमः तच्चेदद्वद्गमिष्यामि लङ्कां रावणपालितां प्रविश्य नगरीं लङ्कां कविराजनिधं करः सर्वेणाथपदं सव्यं शत्रुघ्नां सजुगूर्धनि प्रविशन्निष्पदं चापि प्रवदन् उत्पतन्नपि सर्वमपि अवकाशं च विचचार महाकविः दृष्टं बन्धपुरं सर्वं दृष्ट्वा रावणयोषितः न सीता दृश्यते साध्वी वृथा जातो मम श्रमः अशोकवनिका चापि महती इयं महाद्रुमा इमामपि गमिष्यामि न लीयं विचिता मया अशोकवनिकायां तु तस्यां वानरपुङ्गवः ततो मलिनसंगीतां राक्षसीभिः समादृताम् उपवासकृशां दीनां निःश्वसन्तीं पुनः पुनः प्रदर्श शुक्लपक्षादौ चन्द्ररेखामिवामलां तां समेक्ष विशालाक्षीम् अधिकं मलिनां सृशां तर्कयामास सीतेति कारणैरुपपादिभिः अस्या देव्या मनस्तस्मिन् तस्य चास्यां प्रतिष्ठितं तेन इयं स च धर्मात्मा मुहूर्तमपि जीवति एवं सीतां तदा दृष्ट्वा हृष्टः पवनसम्भवः जगाम मनसा रामं प्रशंस च तं प्रभुं राजा दशरथो नाम रजकुञ्जरवाजिनां तस्य पुत्रप्रियो ज्येष्ठः ताराधिपतिभाननः रामो नाम विशेषज्ञः श्रेष्ठः सर्वधनुष्मतां तस्य सत्याभिसङ्गस्य वृद्धस्य वचनार्पितुः सभाय सहज भ्रात्रा वीरप्रव्राजितो वनं ततस्तु अमर्षारथा जानकी रावणेन तु समार्गमाणस्तां देवीं रामः सीतामनिन्दिताम् आससाद वने मित्रं सुग्रीवं नाम वानरं सुग्रीवेणापि सन्दिष्टा हरयन् कामरूपिणः दिक्षु सर्वासु तां देवीं विचिन्वन्ति सहस्रशः अस्याहेतो विशालाक्ष्याः सागरं वेगमान्वितः यथा रूपां यथा वर्णां यथा लक्ष्मीं विनिश्चिताम् अश्रौषं राघवस्याहं सा इयं आसादिता मया जानकी चापि तच्छ्रुत्वा विस्मयं परमं गता सदर्श पिङ्गाधिपते अमात्यं वार्तात्मजं सूर्यविबोधयस्तम् अहं रामस्य सन्देशात् देवि दूतस्तागतः वैदेही कुशली रामः त्वां च कौशलमब्रवीत् लक्ष्मणश्च महातेजः भर्तुस्ते अनुचरप्रियः साधयो कुशलं देवी निशम्य नरसिंहयोः प्रीतिसंहृष्ट ततस्तस्य लाघोलाग्रे हनुमतः राक्षसस्त्राभिरूपाक्षः संस्कृतेनास्तप्रियं मङ्गलाभिनुमीतस्य साधसाधि महाकपेः उपतस्ते विशालाक्षी प्रयताहव्यवाहनम् यद्यस्ति मतिशुश्रूषा यद्यस्ति चरितं तपः यदि शासि एकपत्नी त्वं शीतो भव हनुमतः हनुमता वेगवता वानरेण महात्मना लङ्कापुरं प्रदत्तं तदरुद्रेण त्रिपुरं यदा एवमाश्वास्य वैदेहीं हनुमान् मारुतात्मजः गमनाय मतिं कृत्वा वैदेहीम् अभ्यपादयत् ततः स कपिशार्दूलः स्वामि सन्दर्शनोत्सुकः आरुरोह गिरिश्रेष्ठम् हरिश्रं हरिवर्धनः विभवाद महेन्द्रस्य शिखरे पादपाकुले दृष्टा देवी विक्रान्तः संक्षेपेण यवेदयत् प्रीतिवन्तः सर्वे वायुपुत्रपुरःसराः महेन्द्राग्रं परित्यज्य कुप्लवकर्षभाः निवेदुर्हरिराजस्य समीपे राघवस्य च हनुमान् च महाबाहुः प्रणम्य शिरसादकः नियतामक्षतां देवीं राघवाय न्यवेदयत् तौ चासाश्वासौ राजपुत्रौ विदित्वा तच्चापि ज्ञानं राघवाय प्रदाय देव्या च आख्यातं सर्वमेवानुपूर्व्यात् वाचा सम्पूर्णं वायुपुत्रशंस वसिष्ठो वामदेवश्च जाबालीरथकाश्यपः कात्यायनः सुयज्ञश्च गौतमो विजयस्तथा अभ्यषिञ्चन् नरव्याघ्रं प्रसन्नेन सुगन्धिना सलिलेन सहस्राक्षं वसवो वासवं यथा रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः आयुष्यमारोग्यकरं यशस्यं सौभाग्यं बुद्धिकरं शुभं च श्रोतव्यमेतन्नियमेन सद्भिः आज्ञानमोजस्करं बुद्धिकामैः स्वस्ति प्रजापतिर्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण मनीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यो शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यत् सकलं स्मरणं जय राम राम गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय जय वीर धीर सूर हनुमंतुनि की जय जय सीताराम.
As per Sampradaya, as we complete Sundarakandam, we should go to Pattabhisheka Sargam and end with Pattabhisheka Sargam. That is what just now we all chanted. The Mahan who created this Sanshepa Sundarakandam has brought it as per Sampradaya all the way to Pattabhishekam, and then the Parastuti of Ramayana. Valmiki's Parastuti of Ramayana, we chanted that, and then we ended with Kayana Vacha. That is basically Samarpanam to Sriman Narayana. On that note, we now have a small Mangalarti. As we do Mangalarti, please chant Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
I am okay.
जानकी कांतस्मरणं जय हनुमान की जय सतगुरु स्वामी की